All right, guys, this is going to be one of those videos. I don't even know how I even categorize those videos. I'm feeling stressed at the moment, and mainly because I want to give you guys the content that I feel you deserve, but also, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I probably shouldn't. And so, yeah, I'm feeling stressed for various reasons. Recent deaths in the family, stressed me out. I didn't have time to go and say goodbye to people that I should have. And Nicole and Stephen, your thoughts are with me at the time. My cousins have lost both their parents in a month, so just everything seems to be it's just, I feel like I've been playing catch up ever since I come back from the States, to be honest. And yeah, a lot's been going on, and I just feel like I'm calm on the surface but paddling as fast as I can underneath, like a duck. But yeah, so this week I wanted to do my wiring loom video for the AU, but it is now Sunday. It's actually, God, what time is it? It's nearly lunchtime, isn't it? It's almost 12 o'clock. Almost 12 o'clock Sunday, and I got so much to do today. Saturday I couldn't do much because I had my son to look after. My wife goes off and does market things, once or twice a month, and she's allowed to do that. Totally. She does so much with my son and the care that she gives him, and no one realizes the early mornings, getting him up, getting him onto the bus, which is an operation. Getting him onto that school bus every morning and making sure that he's clean and dressed and fed, because he cannot do a single thing for himself. Everything has to be done for him. So, there's a lot going on there. Rhonda takes all that on herself, I give all the help I can give, but, I have to get myself ready and go to work during the week and all that sort of stuff. And then weekend, I'm working as flat out as I can, so yeah. There's a lot going on at the moment. And so, yeah, I feel bad that I haven't got all the bits that I need for this. So I'm stressed that I don't have that to do that. And I realized, I just had sort of an epiphany that I'm like, why are you stressing about this? Don't stress. Just do what you can. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do what I can. Obviously, I'm not going to tackle that right now because I've got half of the video shot and I want to get into the other half, but I need those bits to do it. But there is so much else I need to do. The garage is still a mess. I've got some stuff semi-organized the way I would like, but, I need to get into other stuff. I've got to, just tidy things up. I had this bench mostly cleaned off and it's now covered in stuff again, and I've arranged a lot of stuff. It won't take long to clean up, but it's just, you do one thing, you move one thing, you got to move 12 other things. It's just, yeah. So in this video, I'm just going to do what I can, I've also got, I've got 2 kids, and I've got all the responsibilities of doing whatever a dad has to do around the house. So there's all that. Plus, people probably aren't aware that my mum lives near us too, and my dad passed, over a decade ago. So I've got to do what I can for mum. So it means I've got to go over and mow her lawns later and stuff like that. So it's just, I'm the guy for a lot of people, So, I am the man of the house of several houses. So things have to be done, and there's only so many hours in the day to do them. So I'm going to do what I can here in the shed. We're going to make a video out of that, and then I'm going to go over and mow mum's lawns, and then, Alex has got to have his shower later today, and it's an operation that you guys just cannot even comprehend, so these are the things that we have to do. So I'm going to move the AU out of the shed, give myself some room to play or move and do things, and then I'll walk you through the projects on the go right now, and you'll kind of understand why I'm a little stressed. But like I said, let's just clear my head of all that, and let's just do what we can in the time we have. So, jobs to do. The 383 is still sitting here. Can't even remember if I've talked about it. I think I did. That I've talked about. I'm going to do a budget rebuild on this 383. And I've been procrastinating on ordering the bearings and rings. So I'm going to order that stuff this week. All right. So I'm just going to not stuff about it anymore. Order the bearings and rings that I need for this. I already have a gasket set somewhere in one of the cupboards to do the rebuild. So rings and bearings, order them this week so I can get onto this 383 budget build. It's all covered in leaves and stuff, so which really annoys me because I had this block. It's pretty spotless, and now it is. I got to like take it outside and blow it off or vacuum it or something. I don't know. We got to tidy that up. Anyway, let's move it out of the way. All right, we'll talk about that on Wednesday. You'll see that on Wednesday. So, toolbox is looking mostly good, except of course I've created a massive pile of things that I need to put away. During the week, I printed out a heap of this hex board stuff. So we had the printer working pretty much full time for a week, and what I'm going to do is do this hex board stuff up behind here and then use that to hold certain items and stuff. I had to grab a square. You'll see why I had to grab a square on Wednesday's video. And while I was down there, decided to buy myself some steel rules as well. So got to organise a home for them, and then put all my tools away and stuff like that, and clean up this box and organise this box. So that's a job that I've got to do today. I will say the socket drawer is looking really well, really good. Yep, the socket drawer is looking quite good. I have lots of sockets. And then spanners, again, we got these in from Temu the other day. My wife ordered these little spanner holder things. So these are all my metrics. So we've got the gear wrench ratchets, and then flex head ratchets, and then normal, and then shorties. So we don't need any more metric spanners. Imperial spanners are looking a bit thin. I need to do something about that. And then the other drawers are just, yeah, I need to get things organised, you know. It's just having the time in the day to do this stuff. So, yeah, let's get into that today. As I mentioned before, I'm doing this wiring loom for the AU to fit this Adaptronic ECU. Got a whole bunch of stuff there, so we'll try and sort and tidy that stuff up. Some of the stuff needs to be put away. So, and I've got my print station set up. It's looking pretty good. My wife wants me to print some stuff later on, but I can't print and film at the same time because the printer is quite loud. So I've been printing a lot of my bits and pieces. Whoa! For my plasma table build. So that's all these bits and pieces, and then there's lots of little extra stuff in there that I've ordered from Amazon. So I am getting a lot of my stuff ready for my plasma table build, which is why we have all this steel here. So steel there, steel down there on the floor, which I'll pick up and organise. I've got to cut these ones to the length that I need. These are the legs, and according to the plans, the legs are only supposed to be 5'10" long, but that makes it like knee height. And I'm too old for that. If I have it at knee height, I'm going to be constantly bending over to deal with it. I need it, more of a height that I can deal with. So I'm going to make the legs a bit longer than the plans suggest. And then that's all the normal bits and pieces. It's not going to be a massive table. It's only going to take, a 700 by 800 or something like that sheet. So not a lot, but I'm not going to be cutting a lot of big stuff with it. So it's a table that's just going to be able to cut small brackets and stuff for me, stuff that I need, So it's not going to be like a big commercial style plasma table, If I ever have the need for one of those, we'll just have to, make enough money to buy one and a place to put it. Because again, where am I going to put a big table in this shed? So I need something that's mobile, on wheels, and This bench, again, like I said, I've done a clean up here. I had this bench almost cleaned off completely, and then had to clean off, had to do something else. So all the shit got dumped back on the bench again, and so we'll organise that later today. Got boxes and shit to get rid of. Going to move this car out because I got a whole bunch of shelving up here that I need to get to and organise stuff as well. So, all right, let's get some stuff done. All righty. Hot Wheels cars. Looks all right. Got one extra sheet there just in case I screw something up. I don't know. Nah, that looks all right. But yeah, I will have to get the proper screws for that. But that's kind of what I'm going for, and then we'll be able to attach things to that. But we'll show you that later when I print some attachments, which I don't have yet. So, all right. At least it cleaned up that part. Okay, moving on. So here we are in the back corner of the workshop, somewhere you guys rarely get to see because there's usually cars in the way. But yeah, got a lot of stuff to sort out down here. I mean, it's crap everywhere. Most of these drawers, I mean, some of them have got stuff in them, but most of them don't have a lot in them, so kind of need to go through and sort out what's what. Same with this. A couple things in that one, so we'll move those tools up the front and then work out where we're going to stick this box. It might end up in the side annex, but yeah, there is always something to do, always something to clean and tidy. So I don't know, I really need to get rid of this fridge in here too. So the old fridge, she hasn't been powered up for a while. I'm a little bit paranoid about fridges in garages these days after a mate of mine, Ian Kelly, lost his whole shed and car to a fire started by a fridge. You know, old fridges burn down more garages than just about anything. So yeah, I'm a little bit paranoid about starting that one up after so long with nothing, you know, without it going. So yeah, it's just one of those things and takes up a lot of space. So I should probably just get rid of the thing rather than have it take up all this space. It's a shame. There's a lot of history there and stickers. But yeah, I'd rather keep the workshop. You know you're a hoarder when you keep old alcohol bottles. Why am I keeping this stuff? I don't know. Before you type an angry message saying put them in the bin, it's already done. Bottles are in the bin. See, this is when you know you've got a problem. I got two empty boxes here. I got a race pack box and a Milwaukee box. Neither of them have got anything in them other than the fact that I thought they were cool boxes with cool logos on them. Like, what am I doing? I'm sure probably one of those Edelbrock boxes is probably empty as well. Just, yeah. Hi, my name is Scott and I'm a hoarder. There are a couple gems in amongst all this though. Like, I don't even know what this is supposed to be, if it's supposed to be a cleaning cloth or a rag for cleaning your hands, but it came in the goodies bag, a Drag Week 2016. So, and I've got the goodies bag there of 2016 and 2017. That was pretty cool that they did these bags. We've never done anything quite that cool for Drag Challenge. We probably should. Although we do have number plates this year for our entrance and stuff like that. And then, here we go. A big boy bag. You've obviously seen the big boy from Austin Powers. Well, I have eaten at Big Boy and yep. I don't know why I kept the bag, but it's cool. I have a problem. I know. It's empty. Although I do have a carby I could stick in this. It's actually the right carby too. So we're running out of time today tonight to do more with this. I've done some cleanup. I've got to start in this back corner. It doesn't look like I've done anything really. It still looks the same. But I have got rid of some of those empty boxes, and, you know, no doubt some of you guys will be like, don't throw those boxes, they're too cool. And yeah, they are cool, but some days you just got to go, you know what, bye-bye boxes. And yeah, find homes for some of this stuff, and some of those homes might not be my home. So yeah, maybe we need to move some of this stuff on, clear some space so I can make room for the projects I've got and get into some of these projects. Winter has been quite, you know, it's been annoying, and obviously, yeah, like I said before, I've been paddling as fast as I can. You know, I need to get into this 12s for 2K Falcon, get that finished off, move it on maybe, get stuck back into the wagon and the Volvo. Dad's ute is essentially ready to go and ready to race whenever there's a track open to me to race. So we'll see where we go with that. And then, you know, I've got some metal cut for the plasma table. I'll finish some of those cuts of Sabo. You'll see that saw again on Wednesday, where I do a full review on that. It's something that showed up on Friday. So that's very handy. I'll show you all about that on Wednesday during Scotty's Toolbox. But yeah, I need to push the Volvo back in, back the AU back in, go and help Rhonda with Alex, get him showered and get him set up for his feed so we can have our feed and relax for a couple hours before I have to go to work tomorrow and do carnage things, you know. So it's carnage all week, and then I get the weekends to do Scotty's Garage. And like I said yesterday, I didn't get to do much with Scotty's Garage at all because of, you know, looking after Alex. And these are just the realities of the situation. And sometimes we also walk into the shed and just get paralysed by indecision. And there's something Benny Neal mentioned during the week, actually, from Benny's Customs Works. I saw him post something on Facebook about, you know, just sometimes you just got to start moving stuff, clean off those benches and put stuff away and keep going until, you know, you make a clean spot, and then you make another clean spot, and you just keep going. And at the moment, well, yeah, it doesn't look like I've done too much there, but I'm trying. I am trying. And yeah, we just need to keep going, and hopefully, yeah, we'll get you some good content in the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, this is me signing off, and we'll see more from Scotty's Garage on future episodes of Scotty's Garage.